Are you over the age of 40 and want the fastest and most efficient way to burn fat? Well, try adding high intensity interval training to your workout schedule. I'm talking those HIIT workouts, but be super careful because HIIT workouts easily turn into simple high intense cardio workouts, and this is when our fat loss actually stops and we begin breaking down muscle. My name is Terrell and I am one of the coaches here at Beyond 40, and today we're going to talk about the importance of adding these types of workouts in, why they're so effective, and how to do it the best way possible. So why is it important? Well, to be frank and just in a big blanket statement, as we age, I'm 52 years old, I definitely know this happens. Our bodies become less efficient at doing a lot of things metabolically. And one of those things is our body's ability to use the oxygen that is delivered to them through our blood during exercise. We also become less efficient at metabolizing and using the proteins that we eat, breaking down those amino acids so that we can actually use them to build tissue. And also our mitochondria function starts to diminish. We have less mitochondria per cell, and I'm telling you what, this is a big deal when it comes to aging, that we can keep our mitochondria, our energy systems in our body, working in the best way possible. Also, two things that I love about high intensity interval training are they mimic resistance training workouts in the fact that, well, you do build muscle doing them, but you also get the afterburn that you do from resistance training. So what that means is that we're actually using more oxygen to repair and recover after these types of workouts for up to 24 or more hours later. So we're burning more fat and using more energy for an extended period of time. This is a big deal. Also, HIIT workouts, you know what? They mimic fasting and they promote autophagy in your body. And this is when we break down older kind of dysfunctional cells, we break them apart and use their amino acids to build new cells. So our body actually is performing better, and this is when we can slow down and even reverse a little bit of those symptoms of aging. The problem, though, comes in when we think we're doing HIIT workouts, but we're actually doing high intensity cardio, because these do not have any of the same effects. In fact, this is when you will cause muscle breakdown, you will stop your body's ability to burn fat, and they don't have any afterburn. As soon as you're done with this high intensity cardio, within an hour you're back to the same oxygen consumption and the same metabolic rate that you were before you begin, and there's no way you're going to promote autophagy during these high intensity cardio. In fact, you're probably causing more cellular damage that you're going to need more autophagy for. So what is the best way and the most efficient way to do these workouts to get all of the benefits that I am talking about? Well, first of all, I want you to get away from doing 60 seconds of work and a 60-second break. This is inherently a high intense cardio situation, okay? Because number one, you're working too long, so you're not able to get the full effect of the work. And number two, you're not recovering enough to get the highs and lows that are required for this type of HIIT workout. So I want you to stick to 20 seconds. 30 is fine if you need to, but then when it comes to the recovery time, I want you to take as long as you want. I don't care if it's 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, I want you to take as long as you want. How you know you've worked as hard as you need to during that work session is you can feel it in your chest. You can't do one more. In fact, if you went one more second, you would just fall onto the mat, right? So I want you working as intense as possible for a very short amount of time. When you can become efficient enough and good enough at these HIIT workouts that you do it for 20 seconds and then rest for 1 to 2 minutes, you are really, really hitting the target right there. So we want to make sure that we feel that burn. We want to feel it in our muscles. I like to feel it in my chest when I'm doing a cardio version of HIIT, because that's when I know I'm releasing lactic acid. This is the key to HIIT workouts right here. You have to feel that lactic acid release, okay? And then I want that full recovery before you go on to the next set of work. And then I want you to start with 4, work your way up to 6 or 8 intervals. That's all you need. This workout shouldn't be any more than 20, 25 minutes tops. The shorter the better. Your body likes shorter, better workouts. We are meant to sprint. We are not meant to run and run and run and run. Also, what kind of exercise works best for HIIT workouts? Well, running, swimming, biking, jumping rope, kickboxing. I love to do all of these things, and you can do intervals during all of these, okay? One thing as we age that kind of gets in the way are aches and pains. So if you are a runner, but sprinting, it just hurts too much. It hurts your hips, it hurts your knees. One thing that is a benefit of a HIIT is that they're shorter, but if this hurts, don't do it with running. Use an upper body weight exercise like plyo push-ups or swimming. Swimming is fantastic for this, especially if you use what's called a buoy. Kind of, you're not even using your legs. You're swimming only with your arms and you're going as hard as you can until the other end of the pool or until you get that lactic acid burn. So you can very easily take these HIIT workouts and work only your lower body and work only your upper body. Now, jumping rope and the kickboxing are a little bit different because you're gonna have to do it in a way where you really speed through that rope or hit that bag super hard, but you still have 20 to 30 seconds to do it, and you can do no cardio at all, and you can do all body weight exercises and hit that same one. You'll feel it in your muscles, you'll feel it in your chest, and you'll know when you need to stop, and you'll know when you're getting better at it, when you hit that point quicker at that 20-second mark instead of the 30-second mark. Now, here's a little hack in there. Add a plyo or two exercise. So if you're doing intervals and you're not in a pool or whatever, because if you get out it's a little slippery, but so if you're on a mat or you're running, drop down and do some plyo push-ups. So you're gonna blast up off of the ground, or squat jumps, lunge jumps, something that has your body move in a big dynamic way. This is a huge hack into those HIIT workouts. And another thing with aches and pains as we age is that doing these HIIT workouts on a bicycle, a stationary bike, or a bike for outside is a fantastic way to do it. Find the hills and get to them. And that way you can do it with very low impact, but you can get all the benefit of this type of exercise. Now, the most important thing is the recovery. And this is what makes HIIT workouts and resistance training workouts so beneficial, is that we need the proper recovery time. So if you're doing a resistance training workout one day and then a high intensity interval training the next, you haven't probably recovered enough unless you're paying very close attention to the muscle groups that you use. And quite likely you're still in that extra oxygen consumption, and so you want to take a break in there. So I love like 4 or so days a week, 2 days of resistance training, 2 days of HIIT training. You've got a beautiful workout set, and on the other days, go for a walk. Let that body get into that parasympathetic nervous system where that's actually your rest and recovery. Where your sympathetic nervous system, when that responds, that's your fight or flight. But in order for you to recover and actually be able to burn fat, build muscle, we need to be in the rest and repair mode. So go for a walk, enjoy those minutes. I've said a million times, please go for a walk outside. I will say, walking isn't probably your best way to do HIIT workouts unless you're doing body weight and then walking for recovery in between. But I would rather have you just, and I mean seriously, lay on your back. Just lay down. Like, that is the best way to recover from HIIT, to go so hard that you can do nothing except lie flat on your back to recover for a minute or two. So I hope this helped. I hope you have some great suggestions from this that you can incorporate into your workout. Give me 3 to 4 weeks and let me know how you're doing with this. Thank you for sticking around and watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.